Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the Kame House. It's good to see you guys again. You read the title. The topic for today's video is going to be you earn your hours of sleep. So if that sounds interesting, let's get into it. Now this topic is generally not discussed much in our self-improvement community. Might be because the people have not experienced this particular lessons in their lives, or they might have experienced or encountered this lesson in their lives but do not realize how extremely valuable this lesson is. Let me just share some keys or notes regarding this topic that I have recently encountered. But let me tell you a story first. John is a 13-year-old high schooler who likes to play video games and binge watch Netflix web series. So this is what an average day in John's life looks like. John goes to school on a 2 hour sleep. He hates schools, he hates his teachers, and he hates the studies, and he hates his subjects that he is being made to study. After completing his school, John comes back to home, hops on to his online Discord server with his online friends who are kinda toxic and keep on disrespecting each other, but eventually John considers them as his friends, and after his 5 hours gaming session is done, which is just a break between his studies, John eats his dinner around 10 or 11 p.m. Thereafter, he goes into his bedroom, picks up a random Netflix web series to binge watch throughout the night. He has binge watched that particular web series, he faps, and then he goes to sleep. John keeps on doing these bad habits days after days after days. He's just not leaving these bad habits. He procrastinates on his homework. Eventually, John has his annual exams and he fails miserably. Why? Because he never stood up late in order to study, but he definitely stood up late in order to play video games and watch web series. So just try putting yourself in John's place real quick. Now you might not procrastinate throughout the whole year and are actually diligent and actually study throughout the whole year or work hard for that one particular thing that you really want to perform well in. Or you might be like me who procrastinates upon his work until the very last moment possible. And if you fall into the second category, then this video is for you. So me personally, I would suggest that you sacrifice your hours of sleep. Just don't pull an all-nighter, but you definitely need to sacrifice your hours of sleep. If you didn't study or worked hard throughout the whole year, you definitely need to sacrifice your hours of sleep, because it is only that you earn your hours of sleep. Now let me just explain this. You earn your hours of sleep. Now at the end of the day, when you're going to sleep, you are all cozy and comfortable in your bed. Ask yourself a real quick question right there, which is quite insightful as well. Have you earned these hours of sleep that you are about to sleep? That is, have you earned these 7 or 8 hours of sleep that you are about to sleep for? And if the answer is yes, then you might be working real hard and you definitely earn those hours of sleep. And if the answer is no, then you need to get the fuck out of your bed and do some challenging work that might help you accomplish your goals. And if you don't even have your goals, then why the fuck are you watching my video? Before going to bed, just ask yourself this real quick question, that is, have I earned these hours of sleep that I am about to sleep for? And if the answer is yes, then of course you have earned those hours of sleep and you have worked throughout the whole day, and you might not even be able to ask yourself this question because you have been working so hard throughout the whole day that you dozed off the moment you hit that particular pillow. Most of the people believe in this ideology that you need to sleep for 8 hours. No problem. You need to earn those 8 hours. Let me repeat this. You don't need to sleep for 8 hours. You need to earn those 8 hours. And these 8 hours are only earned through sheer hard fucking work. And you just cannot sleep for 8 hours while doing zero work throughout the whole day and just playing video games. And if you are doing that, then you goofy as fuck, my boy. And I'd personally recommend you to hop off from my video, because this video is not made for you if you're just staying awake during the whole night and playing video games with your online toxic friends. You're just an ambitionless man who sleeps for 8 hours but who doesn't even work hard enough to get a 3 hours worth of sleep. So my advice would be to earn your hours of sleep. My advice is that you work hard throughout your whole day and earn those 8 hours of sleep rather than always sleeping for 8 hours. And if you have procrastinated upon that important work that you needed to perform well in, then you can only perform well by sacrificing your sleep. And this particular ideology is really downvoted in this self-improvement community. I don't know why, because it proved to be efficient and I was able to perform well in my examinations through this particular technique. So I don't know why this is downvoted so much or hated so much. And if you have procrastinated on some important work throughout the whole year, then you really need to sacrifice your hours of sleep. There is no other possible option if you really want to perform well in that particular thing. Otherwise, you can just sleep for 6 to 7 hours and just do nothing throughout the whole day. But if you really want to perform well on that particular thing, you need to sacrifice the amount of hours that you sleep. So that's it from today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and were able to learn something valuable through this video. Drop a like if this video helped you and subscribe to the Kame House to not miss out on any further content that I'm going to be producing in the coming future. And always remember guys that power comes in response to a need and not a desire. You need to create that need in order to get that power.